Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Oi Gaming, and you can see here I'm in Asgard, and today I'm going to show you the quickest way that I found for me to take down the lost wolf. Now this wolf is no normal wolf. This wolf is a beast. It grows like 10x the speed. Every day it grows the size of a rhino, alright? So anyways, the wolf escaped and we're chasing it down and we're gonna fight to death here. And the quickest way I found was to use the ability the Mark of Death, because using this ability allows me to throw a bunch of arrows at him and do the most damage. You can see as I'm running here, I'm collecting arrows on my way over to the fight, because arrows are the easiest way to refill your adrenaline gauges. Once you hit him in the head, it automatically starts to refill the adrenaline gauge. You can see right now I'm jumping into the field with him and it's just me and him 1v1, and you can see he does have critical points. There's 3 of them, 2 on his arms and 1 on the side of his hip. That does do some quite a bit of damage, but not as much as I would hope for. So then I didn't want to rely on that, but you can definitely do it. Sometimes it's hard to hit those spots, but when I jumped in the first few times, I just shoot arrows right away towards him and those spots were easily hit. But you can see here I'm using the Mark of Death, and you can see how much damage that's putting in. And this is going to be an ability that any opponent that you find in Assassin's Creed Valhalla without a shield is just going to suffer a lot of damage from, so it's very useful to use. Another thing you can see here is I have 17 arrows right now, so I have a very good amount of arrows in order to refill my adrenaline gauges right now. The problem starts, and you do find some on the floor there as well, the problem's gonna start once you run out of arrows, and that's when you're gonna need to find a way to fill those adrenaline gauges if the lost wolf still has a lot of life left. So what I found out was that this greatsword that I'm using was not really doing it for me, and you can see here I messed up because the wolf went underground and it was able to dodge my ability here. So when I'm using this greatsword here, I noticed that I'm not really filling those adrenaline gauges, so then that's why I start to focus on just using my arrows in order to get those adrenaline gauges filled out, and so that I can wipe this pupper out. But you can see right there, as soon as I get those headshots, if you look at the bottom left, my adrenaline gauge is getting filled slowly and slowly. And so as soon as I get those adrenaline gauges filled out, I can finally use my ability, the Mark of Death. But another weapon that's going to be super useful once you run out of arrows, which I just did right here, is going to be the spear. The spear just gives you more range and allows you to get those consecutive hits in. And once you can get those consecutive hits, that just helps you fill those adrenaline gauges. You can see here, I'm switching over. It's time to get serious. I got the spear in my hand, and I'm just like ready to. And then he just crushes me with a rock. Yeah, I don't know. This wolf can freaking throw rocks, but I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool. I tried to find a way to outmaneuver those rocks, but you pretty much just have to dodge. I tried to also block them and parry them, but it wasn't working. You just have to dodge them and then hit them in your opportunity. You can see here I'm going to use the Mark of Death again, and he's pretty much almost dead. This is definitely the quickest way for sure that I found. I tried to use all the other weapons and I was not having any luck. The wolf was just too quick. You can see here I'm trying to see if maybe there's a way to get behind him, but he just throws the rocks in my face no matter what. So right here I'm using the spear, and you can see every hit is filling that adrenaline gauge little by little, so that's what I want. That's what I want. I want to get the adrenaline gauge filled so that I can use the Mark of Death ability and then finish this guy. Wipe this pupper. Alright, so you gotta watch out for those lethal lunges that he does, because they are pretty brutal. Luckily for me, he's very chill, and he doesn't really rush you too much when he's not in his like most aggressive state. See, I'm like one more Mark of Death ability here away from just finishing this pupper out. I did have to eat some little herbs right there because I was not staying so sharp. And then I'm just pretty much waiting for my opportunity here to refill that adrenaline gauge and get this Mark of Death up again. We can see the spear does let me keep that distance like I mentioned. And then he goes into the bushes to try to hide, but I'm like, nope, not today, man. Give me that fur. This is for Asgard. And yeah, this is gonna be the last Mark of Death ability right here. You can see that last rush from the wolf. That last howl. Those last rocks that he's throwing at me. And I'm just waiting for him to be more chill so I can just get this last Mark of Death and just finish him off. And yeah, that was how I defeated the Lost Wolf quickly. And let me know if you guys found any other ways to do this by leaving the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you guys enjoy these type of videos, and I will make more for you. Thanks, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
The skies darken like an ill omen. My impossible task grows more urgent.